Hi, this is Trey Passer. I did a hangout yesterday with Sammy, my good friend Sammy, who lives in Chicago. His YouTube username is Klaxx Reacts. Okay, we talked about the new Zack Snyder Cut Justice League trailer that came out yesterday, and we also talked about New Mutants, and we talked about a few other things and stuff. Mostly Justice League. We talked about that. I think it was about an hour, and hold on, I'll tell you exactly how long the hangout was. Yeah, about an hour and 20 minutes. We did a nice hangout, and we, going to do more of that in the future. I like doing the hangouts with Sammy because we get to talk about a lot of different things. But again, mostly we talked about the new Justice League trailer that dropped yesterday, Snyder Cut, and again, New Mutants and a few other things. And I may do a breakdown of the Justice League trailer on my own. I was considering doing it, but then I did the hangout with Sammy yesterday, and we talked about it and stuff. But I may do an individual breakdown by myself of the Snyder Cut trailer, and it's not the final trailer apparently, because apparently I saw Grace Randolph's channel beyond the trailer, and she said there's going to be another trailer just before the movie comes out, and they're not going to announce it. They're just going to, debut it on one of those days and stuff, and it's going to be one final trailer. So we got that to look forward to. And I'm gonna be buying me some of those, Snyder Cut shirts and the football, and it's good because the money goes to charity, to the suicide prevention hotline. So that's a good cause. And I want some Zack merch. So and again, I love the trailer. We've been waiting for this for years, and I'm glad Zack's vision is gonna finally be shown. And it looks like he's not killing it. But anyway, enjoy this hangout with me and Sam. There's a minute where I had to get up and. Because my brother, you'll see, I think Sammy left it in there, where my brother knocked on my door and I had to go give him his insulin and stuff, and take his blood, and take his blood thing and give him his pills and stuff. But so I think I'm gone for like a couple of minutes, okay. But then I come back, so it's mostly me and Sammy talking there, and I think we had a few questions that we answered. But we're gonna be doing more hangouts in the future. And we're definitely gonna do a hangout when the Snyder Cut comes out. And probably do a hangout once WandaVision has ended. We'll probably definitely do and maybe talk about that when it's finished. Anyway, take care, be well. Also, so I posted this earlier today. I updated my Patreon channel, and there's only one tier left on it. But I condensed because I had 3 tiers originally, but I condensed everything into one tier, like a $5 tier. So you get my unedited TV show reactions. You get to vote on what TV show I'll watch exclusively from my Patreon channel. You get my outtakes, behind the scenes videos, and live streams, invitation to my live streams, and a bunch of other stuff that's on there. But again, I just have one tier on there, just a $5 tier. So that's that. So you know that. Okay. So take care, be well. Link to my Patreon is in the description box. Link to my other channel called Using Things in the description box. Also link to my social media in the description box: Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Okay. So enjoy the hangout. And I'll leave a link to Sammy's channel, Klaxx Reacts, in the description box. Please check him out and give him a sub. He's a really good guy, and I really enjoy doing the hangouts with him. So this is Trey Pastor saying so long and take care. There you go.
Okay, we're live. Okay. So everyone, I'm with my very good friend Paul. His channel name is Trey Passer, and we were kind of like, we just got right in it talking about Justice League, the Zack Snyder cut. And as you were saying, did you want to continue with what you were saying about the footage? Because we were discussing about like the reused footage.
Because I've seen a lot of interviews with Zack, and like I said, he said he's never watched the theatrical cut, but they said that they used like 10% of his of the footage that he shot. But he said anything that Josh Whedon shot, of course, obviously won't be in his film. He said anything that he shot from before will be in this film. That's why you see those shots that you've seen before. Remember in the trailers that we saw that first came out, Comic-Con and all that stuff. That's that shot that But like when Zack left, like I said, they said Josh Whedon they rewrote like over 200 pages of.
Oh, okay. Josh Whedon rewrote.
Yeah, and I think Ray Fisher said that the only scene that he shot that's in the movie in the original in Josh Whedon was the rooftop scene. That's the one that Zack shot. When he meets them on the roof.
Oh.
That he said, but everything else was stuff that they reshot. That's why you don't see him in the movie as much, because he was supposed to, they said, Zack has said this, that Cyborg is supposed to be the heart of the movie. And you can even, there's a bunch of scenes that with Cyborg that you don't see in the theatrical cut. Like there's a scene where he's sitting on the bed and he's looking at it like a hologram of his football game. He's looking at that.
Wow.
And then also, of course, the football game itself, that, you know, before he has his accident.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, we don't see that.
His mother's at, and then that's when he gets mad because his father's not there. And then I think you're gonna see the accident that kills his mom. You're gonna see that, and then
like kind of like what we were seeing in Doom Patrol.
Yeah, exactly. And then you see that there's another shot where he's looking out the window when they that very first trailer said no lanterns and all that. And you see him looking out the window, and he's looking at kids. And then we see in that other trailer, the Hallelujah trailer, that he's actually looking at kids playing football and stuff. So he's like in the house. He's a recluse. He's not going outside of the house because he's all depressed because he, you know, his mom died and he's, you know, cyborg.
He looks the way he does. Yeah. Oh man. Okay.
This trailer, this trailer was freaking awesome.
Yeah. The only thing I'm worried about, and still, even with this trailer, I've noticed, I was hoping that this trailer would be in wide. Do you think the actual film will be in wide, or will it just be a square?
Yeah, see, he likes.
I'm worried about that.
Zach likes that proportion thing.
He does.
I think you'll have the option. I think you're gonna have the option whether you watch it in, I forgot what format it's called.
Box or so.
Box. Yeah, no, well, it's not widescreen because obviously, yeah. But I think you're gonna have the option to see it because I know Zach. They also said that Zach is gonna have a black and white version of the movie. The movie you're gonna see is actually gonna be color, obviously, but he also has a black and white version of the movie. The whole movie is in black and white, which is I like the idea of that. And I know, and I'm just, you know, the pandemic, because this movie screams to be seen in IMAX.
Yeah. And IMAX is tall, but it's not really wide.
Yeah, right? I know. It's it kind of, IMAX is just giant, you know, giant size.
No.
I would love to see this movie in IMAX, but of course, obviously, you're not going to be able to do that because theaters are not open in New York. At least, you know, movie theaters are not open, so we're just going to have to, you know.
Maybe you have the option for all that. It would be on the Blu-ray.
Yeah, and maybe down the line, maybe later this year, once the vaccine starts rolling out and stuff. And I think because right in New York, I don't know about your state, but in New York, the governor said that he's going to start letting people into sporting events at 10% capacity. So,
okay.
So, especially for baseball, because baseball is outside, which is better for the pandemic. It's better if you're outside. You don't.
Yeah, you can sit apart.
Yeah, so hopefully maybe I can go to me and my brother can go to a baseball game this year.
Oh, yeah.
Here, so. But anyway, back to the trailer, the awesomeness.
Yeah.
The Flash. See, I think this is just my opinion about how the movie's probably going to open.
Yeah.
That Batman's going to, I think either it's going to be this way. It's going to be already, the Justice League's already failed, and you're going to already be in a nightmare vision when it's on. And then they said, remember, they say the survivors are Flash, Cyborg, Joker, Deathstroke, and Mira. Right? Those five, I think that's what they said. Those five are the survivors. And they come up with a plan. Cyborg builds like a cosmic treadmill for the Flash to go
back in time.
Yeah, and warn Bruce.
And
warn Bruce not to, because I think in the original, in Zack's original script, the Justice League goes to Apocalypse. You know, instead of, you know, they actually go to Apocalypse to fight Darkseid, and they lose. And then that's when Darkseid comes to Earth and takes over and stuff.
Wow. Just like Apocalypse War, that cartoon, the animated, was great.
Yeah, and they say he boom tombs into because Lois is supposed to be in the Batcave hiding, and he boom tombs into the Batcave and kills Lois, and then that's what turns Superman evil. He and then he goes nuts. And
so they made it so Superman never died in the last film or something, or
they change it around because after they resurrect Superman.
Okay.
Where Lois actually gets killed. That's why Flash tells Batman Lois is the key. You know, you got to keep her safe. Because once Superman loses, Darkseid, everybody can kill the rest of the league. There's no match. Superman's the only one that's really a match for
Yeah.
Steppenwolf and everybody like that. So that's why I said Lois is the key. You got to keep her alive, or else.
Oh no.
That's it.
Oh, that's why in that flashback scene, I think
Yeah.
it was in PBS, right? When it
Yeah.
was in the future, wasn't it Superman was bad and he took the mask off of
Yeah,
and
Batman. Yeah,
was turned up?
that's when in this trailer where he said Batman, he says I had a dream. That's supposed to be he's supposed to be having either he's going to have a premonition, he's going to have a dream that this is the future that's going to happen unless they don't, unless they do it differently. They don't go to Apocalypse, because I think in the original plan, the League was supposed to go to Apocalypse to fight to confront Darkseid, and they lose, and then Darkseid comes and terraforms the Earth, and then you see big Omega symbol on the Earth, and the Earth is basically taken over, and then there's only, like I said, these survive. Because remember, if you see the Hallelujah trailer, you see that shot of the Justice League, the building. You see Aquaman's trident. You see Wonder Woman's, I think, her sword, her shield. That they're dead. Darkseid's killed those. They died in battle. The only ones, like you said, are Batman, Flash, Cyborg, and Joker, and Deathstroke and Mira.
But they're going to go back in time though, so they're going to be alive, right?
Yeah, Flash is going to. See, I think they change it around because it's not obviously it was supposed to be like 3 movies, but I think obviously they had to condense things.
Yeah.
I think what happened is Justice League is probably going to be on the verge of losing, and then Flash is going to go into the Speed Force and go back in time and stop and prevent it from happening.
Oh, and save Lois. Yeah.
Yeah, he's going to go back. He's going to go back in time. I don't know if he's going to save Lois. That part may change because I didn't hear about Amy Adams filming any additional scenes unless they kept that a secret. I guess that's possible because that's that's one scene. You can film that in a day and be done with that. So that could be a list. Because remember, I think Zach is going to have a couple of surprises that he's not going to tell anybody about. Like we know Martian Manhunter is coming, right?
Wow.
Yeah, we don't know.
I didn't know that. Okay.
You don't know that for sure. Okay, that's been a big rumor for the past couple of years that Green Lantern's in the movie. Okay,
Green Lantern. I thought you said Martian Manhunter.
No, we know Martian Manhunter's in the movie. The actor who played General, that General in Man of Steel, he said
General Zod. Okay.
Yeah, he said he already shot his scenes, using motion capture. So he already shot his scenes already for Zack Snyder. So you're gonna see him.
I thought he died.
No, he didn't. General didn't die. Not the white guy, the black guy. Remember the black guy that was in charge, and he went. Remember when they interrogated Superman, and he was talking to him, and he said, "How can we trust you?" And then maybe Superman like knocks the satellite down, and General what's his name? Hardwick, I think that's his name. General Hardwick. Not the guy from Law and Order. Chris, he died. Remember he went into the. Didn't he go into the Phantom Zone with the other chick, with the Ferraro chick? We know he died, but no, the black guy that remember Lois went to the bathroom and he was in the bathroom and he said she got big balls to follow him into the bathroom. The General.
Oh yeah. Now I remember. Yeah. Okay.
Him. So he's the guy that's supposed to be Martha because there was supposed to be a scene where Martha Kent goes to visit Lois and you see, and then she leaves the room and then she closes the door and then she changes into Martian Manhunter, and then she changes back into the General, and then like that. So that's how the scene was supposed to play out, like that. But obviously, they cut that out from Joss Whedon's version.
What happened with that? Why did Joss?
Because it didn't make. Because that was one of Zack's idea. Remember, they wanted to. Remember that they had an edict for that movie that the movie had to be under 2 hours.
Oh, and he went way over that.
Yeah, so
that's why they kicked him out. And then they got Joss Whedon to do his thing. Okay.
They cut a lot of stuff out. Remember, Zack always said that what he did was he shot. They told him about the 2 hour edict, but he said he shot what he shot. He shot what they wanted, but he shot what he wanted as well. That's 4 hours of footage because he shot what he's because he thought maybe down the line he could release a director's cut. And
that's good.
Yeah, exactly. So that's why you have all this extra footage that nobody's seen. Okay, so which is going to be freaking awesome. Okay, and like I said, the Joker scene that's brought a smile to my face because they described it this way. The Joker, he's when you see him sitting on a car, He has like
a SWAT thing, yeah.
and he has a bunch of badges on his thing. They said for all the cops he's killed.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Well, you're gonna see it in the movie. They say he has all these badges for all the cops he's killed, and I know Zach wanted to shoot. They said maybe like a brief flashback of because that that Joker killed Robin, Dick Grayson Robin. Okay.
Oh, okay.
But I don't know if he shot that or not because he's not saying if he shot it or not. But he's talked about it that he wanted to maybe and that's why he included Joker in this because he said he wanted to actually have a scene. He thought by having Batman, he should definitely always have a scene with the Joker.
But that's one of the new footage that he shot, right?
Exactly.
Okay.
I don't know if he shot the flashback of that because he thought maybe in another movie he'd get a chance to shoot the actual scene of the Joker killing Robin. That whole thing. Remember, because the original he killed Rob. He figured out who Bruce Wayne was, who Batman is, and he actually went to and he burned down Wayne Manor. He was the one that actually did that, and he killed Dick Grayson, Rob. Yeah.
When does what's his name, Jason Todd Robin? Does he ever come in?
No, I don't know because he'd asked because remember people kept asking him which Robin it was, and he said no, that was Dick Grayson Robin. He thought, and Zach, I can see his point because Dick Grayson is the most important Robin to Bruce Wayne.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. First, Tony Todd not Tony Todd. Jason Todd becomes a Red Hood. Yeah.
Yeah, he was the most important one because he was the first, and he was the most like Bruce. So he said Zach said that's why his death would affect Bruce. That's why he would go dark because losing him, that first Robin would would really screw him up. So that's why he said it had to be Dick Grayson Robin, not Jason Todd or Tim Drake. Yeah.
We have a comment here by Bryce Anderson. He says Zack Snyder directed 5 hours of footage. Joss Whedon only used roughly 25% or less of that footage. Joss went and filmed another 2 hours of footage around that 25%.
Yeah, because I know that. Yeah, it was something
for that, Bryce.
I read that because remember they had the executives at Warner Brothers. They had a this shows how greedy people are because they had a wait.
Oh, what was that?
That's my brother. Hold on.
Oh, okay.
Hold on a minute. I'll be right back.
Okay, yeah. Wow. And a little bit too, after we talk about Justice League, we'll be talking about the New Mutants, And this is a version I got. I have the absolutely beautiful steelbook edition of it. So we'll be discussing this. We both saw it, and then we're going to review it. Oh, so we just have to wait. Is there a way to pause this? I don't think there is. Oh, okay. I hear
So
him coming back. Okay. Yeah.
I had to give him his shot insulin and stuff.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's no problem.
Yeah. Where were we? I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah. I'm trying to think here.
Oh yeah, the footage. The footage
Oh,
was
yeah.
back. Yeah, yeah. Because remember the exact. This to show you how greedy the execs were, because they were
Yeah.
supposed to. Remember, the movie was supposed to come out in 2017 by the end of the year, and they
Hmm.
would talk about delaying it, right? Delaying
Hmm.
because because Zach had left and all that stuff, and they thought they wouldn't get it the movie. So they made this mad push to get the movie out by the end of 2017 because they would get their bonuses if they got the movie.
Oh.
So, and that's why you got Superman with a mustache, Superman with
Oh.
a mustache and looking horrible and that stuff, because they rushed the movie to get it out by the end of that quarter. They had to get, so they would get their bonuses. Okay, the guy that was
Oh.
of Warner Brothers, he did that on purpose because they knew they would get their bonuses by the end of that year if they got that movie out. No matter how it did, if they got it out by the end of that year, even though that obviously the movie wasn't ready and the movie was horrible,
Yeah.
and they had this big mad rush, and that's why they reshot most of the movie so they could get it under 2 hours.
Okay.
Yeah,
Oh God.
yeah, which
I
was
wanted to say too, though, but hopefully,
yeah,
with the Zack Snyder one, though,
yeah,
he already shot everything. So I mean, even with the special effects, he's
yeah,
not going to put all this post
yeah.
effects after what he shot, right? So it's not going to look like poor effects.
No,
You know what
no,
I'm talking about, like CG blood and CG. You know how when they put CG
yeah,
over, it looks fake. It looks. I don't want it to look like that.
yeah. They gave him $70 million, 18,
Okay. And he used it. Oh, okay.
finished in all the special effects, and he shot new scenes.
Okay. Good. Okay.
That's why like I said, he has, I think, new nightmare scenes. Like I said, remember Joe Magnella, it was Deathstroke. He came back. Mira came back.
Oh, that's the guy that's Deathstroke, Joe
Yeah,
Manganiello. I
Magnella. Yeah,
love that guy. He plays D&D.
yeah. He came. Mira came back. Cyborg, Ray Fisher came back. Ben Affleck came back, and Jared
Oh,
back, because there's supposed to be like I said, a brief scene in a couple of minutes. Zach said apparently a couple of scenes in the nightmare future that
mhm.
Batman has with
Yeah.
those characters in it, and that's when I think when they come up with a plan to send the Flash back in time to warn Bruce to not to go to Apocalypse and stuff.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay. And that's why. So we get the apocalypse thing, the nightmare thing, and then when Flash goes back, then everything changes. It resets,
because I
and
think,
that's okay. I like that.
what I think, there might be something slightly different than that, because
Hmm.
that scene you see in Batman v Superman, where he goes where the Flash goes back and said, Bruce, Lois is the key and all that stuff. He said, I'm too early.
Yeah.
He said, I'm too early. I'm too early. But then later you see in the trailer, in this trailer that we got released today, you see it looks like the Flash is running into the Speed Force, like he's running into the Speed Force. So
Yeah.
I don't know exactly how it's going to play out in this. Remember, this is going to be like a condensed version, I think, of 2 movies in a way. So it may wind up with the Justice League fight Steppenwolf and stuff, and they actually lose, and then Flash decides, oh, let me go back and go back into the Speed Force and go back and change and stop something from happening. Okay, which I think is probably what's gonna happen. He's gonna actually, I think the Justice League will probably be either on the verge of defeat or get defeated, and then the Flash will decide, let me go back and let me run into the Speed Force and reverse time. Somewhere in that movie, I think he's gonna learn that he can affect time, because I don't think he knows it yet. Okay,
Mm.
I don't think he knows it yet. He knows he can run fast up, but I don't think he knows that he can actually run into the Speed Force and change time, go back and I don't think he knows that yet. And I think that's what may tell him that, maybe Cyborg, because there's a shot in this new trailer where you see I think when when Cyborg touches the mother box, and you see him like jerk his head up like that.
Oh, yeah.
He has that same vision that Batman had of the nightmare, and he knows what's going to happen. So maybe he tells the Flash, listen, you got to run back in time. You got to, go into the speed and change things, because we're going to lose unless you do that. Yeah. I think that's it's going to, some kind of variation on that. I think it's going to happen where they're going to, either they're going to lose or something, or they lost, and he's going to go back in time. Because you see him in that trailer, that quick shot of him running looks like he's running into an explosion. I think that's supposed to be the speed. He's supposed to be entering the Speed Force, and then he's going to go back and change things. So,
Yeah.
which will be
And
awesome. It looked awesome in the little bit that we could see in that trailer. That looked freaking awesome.
something I want to add and say about how you mentioned Zach's going to have
Yeah.
like a little surprise. But before I get to that, there's a couple comments here by Bryce again. He says, the New Mutants was fun, but ultimately was a bad movie. It felt like they had planned it to be this swan song of the X-Men movies, giving it ties to Logan, but ultimately fell flat. We'll discuss it later, but I actually still had fun with it. Like you said, it is a fun movie. I actually did think it was a good movie, but
Yeah.
we'll talk about that later.
Yeah.
And then he also goes on and says, I have a feeling they have Flash go back at the end of the movie, and that sets up the Flashpoint movie. Yeah. And
Well, I
what
know.
I,
Yeah.
okay.
On the Flashpoint movie, maybe he gets. I think what's going to happen, or at least this is
Hmm.
my speculation, what's going to happen is
Okay.
the first time he's going to go back into the Speed Force is going to be in Justice League,
Okay.
and then he's going to figure out, damn, listen, I can go back and save my mother.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Then he'll do that in Flashpoint where it affects everything, and it affects everything else. But that's going to be in his movie. I think he's in this movie. He's gonna figure out, or Cyborg's going to tell him, you can change time. You can go back. If you go back in time, you can change time. And then he'll reverse and save it and save the day. And
Yeah.
then he's gonna probably even that. I don't know if there'll be an after credit scene or at the end of the movie where he's gonna go, I can save my mom. I can
It
save
leads to Flashpoint, like
yeah,
what you said. Yeah.
into the Flashpoint movie and stuff. I hope. I know what Scott said. They said that he's not going to be in the movie, Cyborg
Who's not going to be in the movie?
movie, but now because they have that, he has that whole issue with
Oh.
uh,
It's what's his name? Fisher.
Ray Fisher. He has that whole
Fisher.
excuse me, with Jeff Johns and Josh Whedon and all that stuff. And
Yeah.
now he said he didn't want to be. I think they let him go. I don't think he said he wanted to be in the. No, he said he wouldn't be in the movie if Walter Hamada was who's the president of Warner Media now. But remember, they gave him an extension, so they're not getting rid of Walter Hamada. They're not getting rid of him, so he's not going to be in the movie. It's a shame because I think he makes a good cyborg, Ray Fisher.
Cyborg. And I even like the guy who played Cyborg in Doom Patrol. I thought they were both great. They bring something different to the table, I think.
Yeah, exactly.
What I wanted to say real quick before I forget is I think the surprise.
Yeah.
Now, remember, I could be absolutely wrong.
Go ahead.
But this would be so great if this was true.
Go ahead.
And this is, I'm just guessing, because the directors like to do this kind of thing.
Yeah.
He is splitting the film into two parts. So when it comes to the end, we won't know anything about this. It will end on a cliffhanger, kind of like Infinity War.
Yeah.
And then we'll wait, I don't know, maybe like another couple weeks or maybe a month for part 2 of the Snyder Cut of Justice League. He is splitting the film. I'm calling it now.
Yeah.
Hopefully I'm right. And if I am right,
I hope so. I know there was
all that footage.
Yeah. See, because I think originally it was supposed to be like a mini series, but I think he had to make it one movie because you had Godzilla and versus Kong coming out. They couldn't stretch it out, so they just released one movie, and then because I think Godzilla and Kong comes out on the 31st now. They moved it. A couple of weeks, back of so that way it has room to breathe. But I think if this is successful, which I think it will be, I think the Snyder Cut is going to be successful because I think people are pumped to see this. What I think is going to happen, then they'll give him the okay to make another part to this movie. Because come on, you can't fans hanging.
All that footage, I'm sure it's going to end in a way where it's open ended. Whether if he decides to put a second film, then you can take it or leave it, or if he doesn't, then it just ends there. It might end in that kind of way. But I really have a feeling.
I hope so.
It's going to split in two. We're going to get a second movie, 2 hours long. They
should do it because come on, people are. You can see the excitement. People have been waiting years for this. That movie came out 2017. It's 2021. People have been waiting.
And I want to know your thoughts on the Joss Whedon Justice League because to be quite honest with you, I couldn't understand the hate. It's just like with X3, X-Men United.
Yeah,
I felt those films got unnecessary hate, just like Justice League. I still had fun with that film. I thought it was great. I thought it was great.
There's certain parts of that movie that I like. I didn't like the beginning part of that with Superman's talking to the little kid and you can see he looks absolutely horrible with the CGI when they tried to cover his mouth, and it looks absolutely horrible when the little kid is interviewing him. in the
But that's like a small. It's not the whole.
I'm sorry, that's so annoying because it's so obvious. It's to the point where you say, why would you include that in the movie? Because that it's so obvious, and that he's, you know, they're CGI and that his mustache off his face. He looks like he, you know, like this. He's like,
yeah.
Come on, that's absolutely ridiculous. And
well, you know, with Cesar Romero, they just painted. He didn't want to shave his mustache, so they just painted the white.
That's a famous thing that he didn't want mustache off, so they just put white.
And you can see it, but
but they should have. I don't know why. This is Hollywood. Let him shave his mustache. They could put a new mustache on him. Come on.
There you go.
To me, that never made sense.
You don't want to shave your mustache. But get out of here.
A mustache. They put makeup on. They put beards, fake beards on people all the time.
This shit grows, you know, after like what, a couple days, you know, a few days, you know, and I just.
Oh yeah, speaking of that, I don't want to sidetrack us too much, but there is a Superman thing. The TV show is coming Tuesday, the 90-minute premiere.
Is that Superman and Lois thing?
Yeah, that's coming Tuesday.
I'm not excited for it, but I didn't even see any of the trailer. But go ahead, tell me about it.
Yeah, that's coming Tuesday. The thing I'm looking forward to it because again, I like Superman, so I want to see a Superman TV show. So I'll take Superman any way I can get him. I would prefer Henry more movies, but I'll take Superman any way I can get him. Okay, but
I don't like that guy as Superman.
Yeah, you know what? To me, I think we discussed this before.
Yeah,
you know who
he looks so small compared.
You know who they should have gave the show to? Brandon Routh, because
there you go. Yeah,
when they did the Crisis on Infinite Earths, it looks so ridiculous how he's just come on, he looks like Superman. Come on, they should have gave him the TV show. Okay.
And if you might think that Brandon Routh is too old, well, when he was in that Justice League thing, they put the white in there. He doesn't
exactly. But Brandon Routh, like I said, he's like, he's like Christopher Reeve. He's got the height. He looks like Superman. Okay, I think they should do the show, but you know what's done is done. But I'm gonna give it a shot because I like Superman, so I'll see. And plus, there's supposed to be a few surprises on the show. You're not gonna know which son has the powers. Because remember he got two twin sons.
Who has two sons?
Yeah, show Superman and Lois. He's supposed to have two kids.
Okay.
So and one of them is supposed to get powers. I don't know if both of them get powers or one of them. I think one may get powers first. I'll say you don't know that's going to happen. And there's going to be a character called the Stranger. They keep saying that this guy, the character, is obviously Lex Luthor from another Earth because a crisis happened.
Oh, jeez. Okay.
Off his Earth. And they say because they keep saying that he's trying to convince the world that they don't need Superman. So they say obviously this guy is another version of Lex Luthor. He's just another version. But we're gonna see if they are.
I think you know how I feel about all the DCCW stuff.
Yeah, I know.
I will not own any of that stuff. I will not support that. I mean, I'm real cool with the streaming stuff, the stuff that was on DC Universe and now.
Stargirl, Doom Patrol, yeah,
and let's just hope Stargirl remains.
Yeah,
it's high caliber the way it is now, and not go downhill with the. I mean, I love Ezra Miller as Flash. I don't like Grant Gustin. Is his name?
Grant Gustin, yeah.
God, and that's just it's garbage. I just don't like that show and all the drama, and his acting is just ridiculous. I like Flash as quirky, being how he was as Ezra Miller. How he's he's like, I have to tell you guys, I have a real deep fear of really tall people and murder. And it's great that you guys are real pumped to do this, but I typically don't get into any fights. I just push people, then run away. Just one person. I love that. I love that version of Flash. I love him like that. Even though I know maybe, like you said, he's meant to be more like Grant Gustin and not like this guy, but I prefer him to be quirky like that.
Like I said, I like the Flash TV show. That's the one show I like. The other the other CW shows, I'm not too.
Have you seen Supergirl? How they make her doing flips? She flies. She's trying to do flips and doing martial arts.
Supergirl has gotten worse, unfortunately. But it's unfortunate. But because I like the actress, so I watch the show. But it has gotten worse. I definitely can admit that Supergirl has definitely gotten worse.
Legends of Tomorrow. I mean, at
Yeah,
some point it became like a comedy or something. I mean,
yeah,
it wasn't like that at the beginning. It was
no,
more about the time travel. But now everything's like a joke. And when you go back in time,
yeah,
they really, really exaggerate the goofiness of how they don't act like that in the past. And they
exactly.
brought like it's a comedy, like it's a Bill and Ted's
Oh yeah,
Excellent Adventures or something.
you're right. You're
What
right.
happened?
Gotten, it's
Uh,
got it's gotten too wacky and stuff.
yeah.
Stargirl is what I love. Doom Patrol.
Yeah. Oh God.
Uh, what else?
Harley Quinn cartoon and
Uh,
Swamp Thing and
this season, Titans will be good because
yes.
now
Yes.
they're a team that hopefully they'll be, because they got to introduce Red Hood,
Yeah.
Scarecrow.
Wonder Girl is coming back. And by the way, I saw a comment when someone mentioned about Wonder Girl when they said someone commented and said, and they're bringing Wonder Girl back
Yeah,
after that ridiculous electrocution death. Well, what one person he brought up a good point. He goes, well,
yeah,
keep in mind,
yeah,
she's only half Amazonian.
yeah,
And number two, Amazons, when they're full Amazon, they can still die by bullets. Because if you saw how
yeah,
they were dying by, she's not Wonder Woman, she's Wonder Girl.
yeah,
And even one, they said someone he also wrote like in the comment, a Wonder Woman can still die by bullets, otherwise she wouldn't have the bracelets. That's why she deflects it.
yeah.
So
But
that makes sense.
that
She's
was,
only half Amazonian, so
but you have to admit that still was weak the way that.
it was weak. Yeah, dying by electricity, but it's not implausible that you're still nodding your head. You don't agree with that.
You know what made it even more stupid? Because Superboy was right there, and he told me he
When
couldn't stop.
you took a punch.
Yeah, come on, come on.
I know.
Yeah, that was just really silly. That it was like a lot to me. That was like almost like a last minute rewrite or something. Somebody said, "Okay,
What was Superboy doing? Why didn't he run and
yeah,
grab the thing? What's he doing?
exactly." Come on,
Yeah.
that's what made it super. But hopefully, like I said, I'm gonna have faith that this season, now that they're a team act, now that they're an actual team,
Yeah.
they're supposed to go to Gotham, okay?
Yeah, I heard about it.
And they're supposed to, Barbara Gordon's in this season. Well, so hopefully, like I said, once they're gonna, battle Scarecrow and stuff.
Oh God, that's gonna be great.
And like I said, they're gonna bring Donna back, and Raven's supposed to be coming back too. So, and we're gonna get Red Hood. So, Blackfire's the Starfire's sister, she's gonna be on the show too. Yeah. So that should be good. So they got some good character arcs on this. So hopefully.
I feel a little bad though that we're going to be losing Jason Todd Robin because I was kind of really liking the guy, but he becomes Red Hood.
But
he doesn't die.
Cast Tim Drake. They got a Tim Drake already cast, so you're gonna have a new Robin.
Oh,
yeah, they cast Tim Drake already. So
okay. So goodbye, Jason Todd.
Well, he's gonna become Red Hood. So yeah,
they're probably going to kill him.
They, like they said, you know how they showed Batman in season 1, how you didn't really see him, but they showed him.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
With the Joker, because you know how Joker will beat Jason Todd with a tire on it.
Yeah. Oh, that's brutal.
And they'll take him and put him in the Lazarus pit, and that he'll go nuts.
Oh, that's what happens. Okay, he goes into a Lazarus pit. Okay. Yeah,
because remember, he kills him, and then they throw him in a Lazarus pit, and that's how he comes back as Red Hood. So.
Oh, I saw that movie Red Hood and the cartoon Red Hood, and I don't remember seeing anything there.
Yeah, they put him. I think it was Talia al Ghul. She's the one that put him into the. I think it was Talia al Ghul.
Talia, yeah, that's her name.
One I think that put him into the Lazarus pit, and then he came back not quite the same as he was.
It makes you go crazy. We're just like, I don't know if you saw the one where it was, I think it was Riddler who. Yeah. Riddler went into the thing. I can't remember the name of the movie now, but it was kind of somewhat, recent. Well, I think it was called Hush.
It was the TV movie, animated movie, yeah. Hush.
Animated, and then it was Riddler. He had a question mark on his name. He went into the thing.
Yeah.
And then Batman teamed up with Catwoman. Catwoman became good.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah. You saw that? Yeah.
That was
good. So it made him insane.
Yeah, exactly. But anyway, back to Justice League.
Yeah.
And, when is the 18th anyway? I got to remember what day that, because I may have to take off that from work that day so I can see. It's 4 hours. I got to sure I'm.
Oh, the movie is going to be 4 hours. I didn't know that.
Yes, it's 4 hours. Remember, it was originally supposed to be the miniseries, but then they made it. It's just going to be a 4 movie. Okay. So I think the 18th is on a Thursday because you know why? Because I think I know that because they said Falcon and the Winter Soldier comes out on the 19th, which is that Friday.
Okay.
So I think that's why. which comes out on the 18th, that Thursday.
Okay.
So,
Oh, and real quick, Bryce says here, didn't. Oh, I have a feeling they have Flash go back at the end of the movie.
yeah.
Sets up the flashpoint, and then he says, okay, didn't Zack have some convoluted reason as to why Flash can't time travel whenever he wants? Like the Earth has to be lined up and everything, so when he goes back in time, he doesn't end up in space? Really?
Now that I never heard of. Maybe that's
Okay. Okay.
maybe they came up with that because the Flash, according to the TV show Flash,
he runs back in time all the time, and that's
and screws things up a lot.
Yeah, it doing a little bit too much, I think.
Yeah, exactly. But as long as he has the space, like he has the space to run, he can do it because he's fast enough, so he can go back in the Speed Force anytime and stuff.
Yeah.
And he did it so much that the Speed Force actually
is weakening or something. That's why I think in the
Right.
latest thing. Yeah, no, I can't. You can't believe I'm watching it, but yeah, I still kind of keep up with it. I don't know why I would continue to watch it. I rip on it and I hate it. I do laugh at it, but
Yeah.
I guess I watch it because
Yeah.
when they have those crossovers, I do kind of like to see that. And you know, I guess you kind of have to keep up if you want to. Just I'm just kind of interested in. You know,
Yeah. Let me ask you,
I will never own it.
watching Batwoman at all?
Okay, you know what? I was actually watching that, and you know, it is ridiculous. I will have to say, like just the whole thing. I don't know. The to me, the acting is just completely annoying. That Asian chick, you know who I'm talking about? The Asian chick.
Yeah,
That's supposed to be the sister of Batwoman or stepsister, whatever.
Yes.
She's just annoying, and all the lines. There's one part where.
Yeah.
I think was it this latest episode or the one before, where she says, "Oh, they were in the cave," and she said something like, "You have connections to bad guys," you know, that whole thing. Was well, yeah, and then they started talking, and then they made some kind of joke, and the stupid expressions on their face when they try to be like a comedy. They do that a lot in that show Charmed, you know what I mean, and the exaggerated facial expressions, and it made me cringe. It kind of made me mad, to be quite honest with you. It was just so bad. I just don't like it. It's too full of it, full of that kind of stuff. And all the DCCW stuff is full of that kind of.
I've only watched,
God.
I think it's 4 episodes played so far. I may watch it tonight, maybe, but I'm not.
It's going to be tonight? Really?
Excuse me. I'm not enamored with the show.
Okay.
Although no offense to Ruby Rose, but anybody is better actor than her. I'm sorry.
Okay.
She was a model. She's not a great actor. I'm sorry. Ruby Rose is not a great actor. So her leaving the show to me ain't no big loss. I'm sorry. She's not a great. I'm sorry. This is. I never thought they should have picked her in the first. I'm sorry. She's not a good actress. I'm sorry. They should have got somebody that could act first, rather than I think they picked Ruby Rose because I think she's bisexual in real life. I think
that's a bad reason to pick people for roles. Just like they picked this girl. I don't know her name, Javico or Javicia or something. Leslie Javico.
Yeah.
They picked her because she's also like lesbian or bi or something like that. I didn't know that was like the standard now that you go by for picking actors.
That's stupid. They should get the best actress to play the part.
Okay. Right. Yeah. There you go. You know, Robin Williams played someone who was gay in the film The Night Listener, which is almost like a Hitchcockian film. He ain't gay, but they still picked him because he could act it.
Yeah, exactly. The best actor first. There
you go.
That should be the thing. But like I said, I'm not enamored with and then like I said, Black Lightning's ending, and that show ain't all that great either. I lost it.
Well, you know what someone said? Someone left a comment. I guess I kind of agree. I don't really keep up with that. I was just watching every now and then. They call it a poor man's Luke Cage because I love Luke Cage. I thought Luke Cage was great, and it continues to be great, even though they're not making new ones. Yeah. But it is like a poor man's Luke Cage. I mean, really.
Unfortunately, yeah.
Unfortunately, yeah.
Yeah. Like I said, a lot of those shows are going to end anyway. So, like that, Supergirl's the last season of that this year. Black Lightning is going to end. That's the last season of that, and they should end Legends too, because Legends is way too.
Does it endure? It just keeps going on and on, and there are people defending it, and people defend other. Even stuff like, if you remember After Crisis, and I think it was Flash. Who's that long-haired guy again? Romano, or the long-haired on Flash's team. I think he's Mexican or something, but.
Wait a minute.
Romero or something.
The long-haired guy. The
long-haired.
Cisco.
How's it? Oh, Cisco. That's it.
Oh, yeah.
What's his last name?
Cisco Ramon. Yeah.
Oh, Ramon. Okay, Cisco Ramon. Him. There's a part, if you recall, after the crisis, he's complaining about something. I don't know. He's always jabbering about something, and then he opens his shirt like Superman. And I don't ever remember buying this shirt. And he's got a Superman shirt, and I'm just like, I know they tried to do, but there's too much of that type of humor, and they just keep going on. You know, his over exaggerated acting of that and expression. I'm like, just shut up. You know, you don't see crap like that in Titans.
Yeah,
you see stuff like when if you remember that was it like the first or second episode of Titans in the first season where Robin drops down to bust some, I think they were like dealing drugs and he was like a child abuser, and they go, look, it's the bird. They go, it's the Batman. You know, they don't care about the bird, you know, and they're looking for Bat. Where is he? He goes, wait a minute, the bird boy's alone, and he fucked them up. And what does he do? He grabs the one guy, puts his face through the broken shard glass of the window of the car and slides it across, slicing his face and smashes him into the brick, and he says, "Fuck Batman."
Yeah, I remember that.
That's what we get. That's the shit right there. And then the fighting is all top notch. We don't get crap like, I don't remember getting this shirt. Shut up. You know, come on. There's too much of that kind of dialogue. You know?
That's why, to me, that's a Stargirl and Doom Patrol, especially Doom Patrol. Doom Patrol has some of the best writing.
Yes, I love Doom Patrol.
Ever. It's just
God.
Doom Patrol should win some awards, and the actress who plays
Crazy Jane,
definitely win an Emmy because she is great.
It's a toss up, you know. Crazy Jane or even in Cliff. I really like Cliff a lot. You know, it's a different dude that's in that suit. So for him to convey that emotion outside, he's not even in the suit, and to work in conjunction with the actor is brilliant. You know?
Exactly. That's why I love Doom Patrol.
Yeah.
But anyway, back to Justice League. Like it's on the 18th, right? So we a little bit more than a month to go for that. But like I said, this trailer, like I said, I've been watching it all day to watch other people's reactions. And it's just, again, the Joker scene, when people see the Joker,
that's the way he should have looked right from the start. I think there would be less complaint because that's kind of remind me, without being exactly Heath Ledger, it kind of had still that Ledger kind of look, you know, messed up makeup and the long hair.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. That's what gave everybody like the chills. That's one of the top moments, and that's why I use that as a screenshot. That was just a great moment because I was
a screenshot. Yeah, that's right.
Expecting that. You know, I knew he's in the movie, but I thought they was gonna save that for but I'm glad they included him in. And you got to hear him speak. So that was cool.
4 hours. That makes me even more happy to know that it's just not like a 2-hour film. I mean,
because we're gonna get plenty of character development. You're gonna get, you know, Cyborg's backstory. You'll get more of Aquaman. Because remember, there's scenes with Aquaman that they cut out too when he's talking to Volko, William Dafoe, and
William Dafoe is great in that. Yeah,
there's that scene, and then you get more backstory for all the characters and stuff, which is, you know, good. That, you know, split up the movie, and plus we're gonna get more of that of the original battle scene when Darkseid came to Earth the first time. There's that you're gonna get more. I think that's gonna be like at least 10 minutes or something in the movie. I think where you actually see that battle. Where the
is that the one where the Amazons and there was like the gods that came down and helped out?
They fight, you know, Darkseid and Steppenwolf and all that. Yeah, exactly. So he actually shot that, which they cut out. You know, they cut that down, so you didn't actually see the whole fight.
Yeah.
So you're gonna see that, which is good. And like I said, Zack is this looks like a completely different movie. Right? It just looks the whole tone. It looks right. This movie looks totally serious, right, and dark, and just so serious. And
do you think now this is going to be considered a canon version of it? Now that's moving forward when they create, is it, or they're going with the Joss Whedon? What do you think?
Because then I think Patty Jenkins has said already too. She said her movie, she doesn't go by that. She goes by Zack's movies.
Oh,
I think she even said that when they were in it about that. And she said, she goes she's going by Zack's, his exactly. So that I think the other movie is going to be forgotten and won't be in canon. I think this. But I know they keep saying that this is going to be a separate thing. Will be, you'll have. And I think they could do it this way. Just have Zack Snyder's universe on HBO Max, and then you can have everybody else in the movies. They can have the multiverse, right? So you can have the other characters.
Oh, yeah. I guess you can do anything with that, right?
That's why you got because Robert Pattinson's Batman is a different Batman, obviously, than Ben Affleck's Batman. That's a whole separate universe. Okay?
But they're bringing that together with
No,
this?
it's supposed to.
Oh, it's gonna be different. Okay.
After this movie, they at least I want Henry Cavill to continue to be Superman. So they should really.
He's also Geralt of Rivia from Witcher. Have you seen that in Witcher? That's actually a really good series.
Yeah, I saw The Witcher. I know they're filming the second part now.
So, God, it's so great.
Yeah, I can't wait for the second part for that.
And you haven't played the games.
Yeah,
you should play the games. It's good. It's heavy.
Yeah, you played the game.
I played the games. Yeah, and I beat it all except for the final expansion. It's an add-on thing. It's called Blood and Wine. I'm like somewhere in the middle of that.
Yeah,
and it's more. I think you might actually like it because it's more story driven. And you affect the thing, how it plays out and what side you pick, and it's a lot of political intrigue and stuff. I'll be honest with you, that's not really. I mean, I think that stuff's okay, even in films, but sometimes it can get a little heavy for me. You know what I mean?
A little too deep.
A little too deep, yeah. That's okay, yeah.
Okay, like I said, I'm waiting to see because I have a feeling right after this movie comes out, probably. Week later or something, I think they'll make an announcement. Yeah, that we're going to make another movie. I think once they see this movie is successful, I think
it will be.
Yeah, and I think it will be too. They'll say, okay, we signed Zack so he can make another Justice League in the future, another one.
But here's the thing: you said it was going to be a 4-hour movie. How much footage did you say he had?
Yeah, I think
they said he only had 4 hours.
Over 5 hours of footage. I think
5 hours. That's not enough to put into a part 2.
No, but he can but I'm saying he can film another movie.
Film another completely. Oh, okay.
Once you give him the go ahead, I think he can film and make it exclusively for HBO Max. Make it exclusive.
Oh, I like that. Yeah.
You can continue on and stuff.
As much as I kind of miss the theater experience, I'm really enjoying this home experience because I can pause whenever I want. I can. You go back, rewind it. I can get my own popcorn. And I get it cheaper.
Oh yeah,
right? And I can eat my steaks and stuff like that, which you can't really bring into the theater. You don't have to deal with the crowd. You don't have to deal with, some. So I'm good with this way too.
Let me ask you: did you watch The Little Things, the Denzel Washington movie? Did you watch that one?
Is that like a horror movie?
No, that's the one. It's more like a suspense movie. Him, Jared Leto, Denzel Washington, and Rami Malek. That's about they think Jared Leto is a serial killer.
It's just a horror movie.
No, it's not a horror movie. It's a more of a drama, a cop thriller.
Okay.
Like an older cop that used to be a detective. He's had a heart attack and he's like a small town deputy sheriff now. Rami Malek is a detective in the city that Denzel Washington used to be in, and Jared Leto is like this weird guy that they think he's a serial killer. So
how appropriate being Joker now, right?
Exactly. They think he's a serial killer, so that they're trying to investigate him to find out if he's really the killer. It's a nice little thriller, and it has like
you saw it.
Yeah, it has a nice little twist, but it's definitely worth checking out. The Little Things.
The Little Things. All right, I'll look that up and see it the way I normally see it.
Weeks ago on HBO Max.
Okay.
Yeah. So end of January, I think it came out. So it was good. It's a good movie. Definitely worth checking out. And like I said, the next thing I gotta watch the other one that came out Friday. The one with about the Black Panthers. That came out.
Oh yeah. Oh shit.
I'm gonna see if I can watch that tomorrow.
I'm interested in that. Yeah.
I think I'm gonna see if I can watch that tomorrow because tomorrow, is a holiday. So President's Day, we're off for President's Day. So I'll see if I can watch that tomorrow in the morning. And like you said, you got Snyder Cut, and then you got Godzilla and Kong coming out in March.
And then of course Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
Yeah, exactly. Got that. Yeah, WandaVision. Speaking of WandaVision.
WandaVision is so great. Yeah, even though it's not. We'll briefly discuss that too, since we're going into Marvel now.
Let's talk about that last episode. Let me ask you: do you think that Quicksilver? You think that's really her brother, or you think that's the Quicksilver from the X-Men universe, or is it somebody completely different?
It is the Quicksilver from the Marvel. I'm thinking and I'm thinking that it's still really her brother.
Yeah.
You know, because really, you know, Quicksilver and
Yeah.
Scarlet Witch, they are brother and sister, with
Twin.
Magneto being the father. You know, they're twins.
Yeah.
You know, but it is just kind of odd. Like he's talking with, hey, don't worry, sis, come on. You know, and it's like a New Yorker, right?
Yeah.
And then that's why I like how it's funny. They're coming out of the theater, or like they
Yeah.
walked past it. It was like The Incredibles and The Parent Trap or something up there. If
Yeah.
you saw that.
Funny, I like that.
She says like, what happened to your accent? What happened to yours? Yeah, that's what I said, you know, and what happened to their accents? Because think about it. In Age of Ultron, okay, hey, I'm older than you. Yeah, only by 30 seconds. I can't remember exactly how it went. You know, it's thick accent, you know. You did not see that coming. You know, wait a minute. This is not what I wanted. You know how Ultron wanted to do the apocalypse thing on the world? This is wrong. You know, she's reading the mind. Strong Pixacovian accent, like European. Suddenly, the next film, Captain America Civil War, now you know years have not gone by, you know, it's short months. Suddenly she's like, yeah, I see him. You know, I'm like, what happened to Scarlet Witch's accent's completely gone. Now let's just say even 5 years go by, 10 years go by, you're still gonna have an accent, because I've heard people come from Europe and German, you know, they still talk with a little accent, you know, and hers is obliterated.
I work with a guy that was born in Haiti. Haiti, but he grew up in Florida. He left, I think, Haiti when he was a little kid, and he lived in Florida, and then he moved to New York. He still has an accent. Gary, he still has a thick accent, even though he moved when he was a little kid. He still has the thick accent.
What happened? So, can you explain that, or was there an explanation that I missed somewhere?
Because that was the first language he learned. That's why you can't, unless you work hard on it, you can't really get rid of that. Unless you work, I mean, you can work, if you work on it, you can probably get rid of it. But you're a little kid, you're not going to be caring about your accent. You know, you just But like I said, he grew up in Haiti. I think he left Haiti when he was like 10 or something. Moved to Florida. He lived in Florida until he graduated high school, I think, and then he moved up to New York. So he's been in the States for a long time. Gary's like 50-something. He's been in the States for like 40 years.
And he still has it. But actually, I was referring to, can you explain why it was like that with Wanda? Like, what happened? Like, what did they mess up, an oversight?
I think the thing with Wanda is, I think the director, you know what? Screw the accent. I think they told, probably, because I'm pretty sure she knows, because she had the accent in the other movie. She probably said, "You want me to do it again?" They probably say, "You know what? Don't worry about it." Don't worry.
Oh, that's too bad.
But look what happened. They killed her brother off, so you're not going to have so you don't have to worry about two people speaking like that, right? So they killed her brother, so they could say, they could fudge it and say, you know what? She learned English real quick, okay, and then so you don't. But which is BS, like I said, because she would have the accent. She would still have the accent.
Still have the Sokovian accent. You didn't see that coming. I did not see that coming.
Oh yeah. I like it. And you know, laugh because last episode when they showed up with a different face, right? And then when they showed the previously, they actually showed Aaron Taylor Johnson getting shot. I said, they actually, because I thought for a minute, I said, well, maybe they couldn't get Aaron Taylor Johnson to come back to film. Maybe that's why they picked Evan Peters. I thought maybe that was the reason, but I think they did it. I think they did it on purpose because of course I think they could have got Aaron. I think they did it on purpose to confuse people, so you don't know if this is really her brother or if it's really the Quicksilver from the X-Men movies, or if it's completely somebody else. Which I'm leaning, it might be somebody else. I'm thinking, because you know why? Because because he showed up conveniently when Vision and her were arguing, and he was saying, "Listen, you can't control me. I want to know what's going on." And all of a sudden he shows up to get everything, to settle everything down. And exactly, he showed up at the right time when she needed somebody to keep her in that fantasy. They needed somebody to keep her in her fantasy.
Yeah.
He showed up conveniently, and she fell for it. Come on, your brother shows up with a different face, and you don't say, "What the hell's going on?"
And talking different, yeah.
She accepts it for the most, because she wants to live this life where she's happy. She got a husband, she got kids, and she got a brother, and she's happy. And she's not, because remember, she was talking to him on the bench, and she was saying how she was like, she just remembered being real alone and real empty.
Yeah. And that trick or treating flashback.
Yeah, exactly. Hilarious. Give the fish.
Oh, that was great.
But I think like in the comics, I think it's got to be either Mephisto, which is like the devil,
Yeah.
and
Yeah, Mephisto.
bargain with her, and she can't remember it now. That listen, I'll give you your life and everything you want to, but because I think in the comics, I think Mephisto wanted those kids. He wanted her
Okay.
that powers. So that's what I think. Also, you got 3 more episodes left. I think before this ends.
Yeah.
And I think eventually he's going to show up. Either that fake, the fake brother. Either he's Mephisto or he's behind the scenes, and he's going to show up. I think somewhere along the line before this series ends, he's going to show up, and then she remember. Oh yeah, I made a deal with him to get everything I want. You know how you do those Faustian bargains where you say, "Listen, I'll give you everything you want," and then I'll
Faustian bargains. Yeah.
Come back for a favor later.
Yeah. I'm familiar also with that. They do that in Supernatural. If you ever see that show, they called
Wanda's never been that powerful. You see what she did? She expanded that bubble, and it changed the
and
all that stuff, and changed it. Come on, she
doesn't have that power. No, she does not. And first of all, they even changed her power to begin with from the comic books and cartoons, because her thing is probability manipulation, where if you're in a fight and she does it, she'll say like something winds of destiny change, and then you'll trip over marbles or something like that. She has like a luck ability. She manipulates luck, good and bad. So that's how she prevails in combat. She doesn't have telekinetic abilities, so they completely changed her abilities here. But she does not have what you just saw. The changing.
She's not
reality warping.
And now she's like, forget about it. She expanded the thing. She expanded it. And look, Vision, he was trying to leave the thing, and he
was dying.
Yeah, he was literally dying. The thing was ripping him off. And I think that's
not a good sign.
I think that's the deal they made. He can't exist outside of that place, or else, I think that's the deal she made with him, because, and it has to be somebody powerful enough to create that Mind Stone again.
Yeah, right.
It has to be somebody powerful enough, and Mephisto is powerful enough to do that.
Yeah, the guy's an entity, I believe.
He's a god. He's like a god, like Mephisto. So he's a king of the underworld. So yeah, he can do that. So that's why I think eventually, because remember, this is supposed to lead into Doctor Strange too. So you may have a cameo maybe in the last episode
with Doctor Strange. Oh,
Strange, yeah.
But also, the reason why I still think that Pietro is really the same one with Quicksilver, because they're combining now everything. X-Men, So I'm really looking forward to that. Magneto, Quicksilver and X-Men and Wolverine. I don't know if they're gonna get the same guy, Hugh Jackman to be Wolverine or someone else.
Yeah,
but they're gonna put them all together, and I'm hoping they also then end up bringing back Defenders. Jess Jones, Luke, Daredevil, Iron Fist, and keep the same guys, and Punisher. Keep them all.
They should. They got the Disney Plus thing. They should bring those characters back.
Yeah.
Although, like I said, the actor who plays Luke Cage, I think he has a TV show on Channel 2, The Evil Show. So
but that's on Channel 2. That's on free. And I don't think TV, with the exception of, there's a few exceptions like X-Files, like Supernatural, because they really push the boundaries. They show gore and stuff like that, and they say like son of a bitch. They really push what they can. They can say dick, but typically for TV, to me, it doesn't compare to streaming, because streaming are like movie quality stuff.
Quality. They put money behind it. So
the effects, the swearing, the language, like rated R, rated.
Look at Stargirl. Look at the production value for that show. You can tell value is. And
they said the word asshole twice, but got edited.
If you look at the Superman and Lois, even the trailers, it looks like because I think it's gonna eventually, that show is gonna show up on HBO Max, because you can tell the production, the money they spent on it. It looks like movie quality if you look at the trailer for it.
Really?
You see him showing his sons that he's Superman. So him lifting up a truck and flying with the truck. Like a movie. It looks like a movie. He's picking up and then you see him battling this guy with looks like some alien guy. He's having a fight with him, and he's lifting. It looks like they put money into the.
It just makes me feel so bad that that the first time we saw him was in that crappy Supergirl show, and all that stuff that came before. It ruins it. It's when you make crap with with this. Now they're trying to make up for it, but
Yeah,
then you remember where he originated from Supergirl, and
yeah,
the way they made who's that guy? Brainiac,
yeah,
the Brainiac guy. How first of all he looks stupid when he's like as his truest form. That's
yeah.
bad effects, bad makeup job, and the
Brilliant.
way he acts. Well, I do not, but I can't even imitate how retarded he acts. But every time I hear him talk, I want to punch him. You know, I just it irritates me. I'm just like, shut up. You know, it's everything.
Yeah,
Oh, and then they're going with that Superman, and now they're trying to make us forget. Hopefully, they do it where they just got that same actor,
yeah.
but totally obliterate everything that came before.
I think they are going to do that because
If they do, I can forgive that maybe.
Supergirl is ending, and I think they said they're going to totally. And remember, what I didn't like also is they kind of tried to, well, they flat out said it that the Supergirl was stronger than Superman, which never made sense to me. I said, come on,
No.
get out of it. Because remember, there was
Yeah.
where he got hypnotized. And remember, he was fighting Supergirl, and she wound up knocking him out, which I thought was BS.
Get out of here. God.
Come on. I said, come on. That's ridiculous. But I heard they're supposed to be, wiping out all that. Like they're gonna act like Supergirl never existed.
Thank you, thank God. And Arrow too. Everyone, those flashbacks ruined everything.
Yeah, I hated those flashbacks.
I hated those flashbacks. It came a point where I started skipping them because they eat into the show, and it was every single friggin' time.
Exactly.
Now, I can understand if you get a little quick flashback every once in a blue moon, but when you make it a regular thing, you cut into and plus commercials, it made the actual show you're watching only 20 minutes long.
Yeah, that was I hated it.
Hard to watch.
Yeah.
And he kept changing the history of the flashbacks.
That's why I'm glad.
Suddenly he got off the island and he went to China and did missions for China, then went back to the island and then went to Russia, did missions, stayed at a fancy hotel, went back to the island. He even went back to Star City and walked around his mansion and went back to the island. Get out of here. Oh.
Oh God. I hated those flashbacks. That was the worst. That was the one thing I just couldn't stand, those flashbacks. The flashbacks killed me. And
you couldn't avoid it. They're always there.
That's why I'm glad they canceled that. Remember they did a pilot, they did like a backdoor pilot for Canaries.
Oh yeah.
Thank God they canceled. I didn't think thank God, because I didn't want to see that at all. That was absolutely horrible. Anyway, let's talk about New Mutants since we.
Yeah. Okay. Do you have it? Because I showed this already, but I put it up here. I've got this beautiful steelbook 4K.
Oh man, that's Oh, that's awesome.
That's what I'm talking about. I tried to get one for Mike because I know he's a huge steelbook collector. Oh, you got it too. Okay, you got a copy.
I like that steelbook.
It is awesome. Even though it's not embossed, but if you look at it, it gives the illusion that it's embossed because the ghosts have so much depth.
Yeah, that is awesome. I like that. How much did that cost?
The seal. I think I paid only like $29.99 for it. When I got it on sale.
That's not bad. I like that cover. But anyway, speaking of New Mutants, I liked it too. It wasn't. Yeah. I liked it. I liked it too. Like
it was like a horror. It's literally. I look at it as like it's a horror flick with some like teen angst type thing and with super mutants. If I think people maybe didn't resonate with it or didn't expect it to be like that. Maybe expecting more like a traditional like an X-Men film. That's why they hated on it. But it was not meant to be that. Yeah. It's literally a horror, flick with superheroes in it.
Exactly. And like I said, I know originally they had shot it one way and then they tried to go back and shoot it another way, and then they went back and left it the original way, which is the horror way.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, exactly. It works for me. Like I said, I just would have liked more time spent with certain characters. I thought some characters would get the full in-depth I
would say like Sunspot and like with Cannonball.
Yeah,
we didn't. Yeah, we a little bit more maybe with them, but we really saw a lot with Magic and I like Lockheed.
Yeah,
are you ready, Lockheed? Oh, I love that little dragon.
Exactly.
Hey, Yogi. Lions and tigers and bears. Oh my! Are you ready, Lockheed?
Yeah, I like the what's her name? Anna. What's her name?
Anna Taylor-Joy.
So, yeah, she's a great actress. I really
was great.
Yeah, she is great. Like I'd love to see those characters again.
I wish.
Yeah, exactly. Movie. Hopefully, like I know, like I said, they're gonna introduce mutants eventually in the MCU,
Hmm.
You got competent enough actors, bring them over. If you got competent enough actors, bring them over. Don't have to recast all the way again. Come on, you got good actors.
You got him right there. Just put him in that. Right.
Exactly. Get better. I said better writing. If you got good actors, just get better writing. That's it. And like you said, you got Fassbender and you got James McAvoy.
There
Why
you
would
go. Yeah.
why would you get rid of them? There's two great actors. Let's bring them over. Okay.
I forgot the director, something Boone, who directed this.
Yeah.
He mentioned how he was not gonna do a sequel or whatever. But
Yeah.
okay, I mean, whether you get him back or not, or whether he just changes his mind, that's okay. I mean, I guess I'd still prefer that it was him because I still thought he did a very good job with this one. But still, you use those same guys, you know, the same people from New Mutants, and even if you get a different director, or sequel, they're gonna have to be older, of course, because this came out like. Was supposed to come out a few years ago, so they're going to be a little bit older, but they can work with that and just work it into the story and say maybe maybe some of them kind of broke up, and so when you get back together again, you know, they haven't seen each other for like a few years or so, and maybe introduce maybe the snap or something like that. Maybe they never got snapped away. That's why they look older. So that's how you can start introducing them into the MCU. Bring that up, the snap.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's like I said, I enjoyed it. Like I enjoyed the horror aspects of it.
Yep. And how about Alicia Braga? I think is her name, Alicia Braga, who played Dr. Reyes. I thought she was excellent in that. You know, the doctor. She was menacing and.
Yeah, she was. And then when you found, excuse me, that it was Essex Corporation, I knew that from the comics.
Yeah, Essex, Nathaniel Essex. I knew it had to have been a Nathaniel.
Yep. So
Mr. Sinister.
Yeah, I love that. So, like I said, I enjoyed the movie. I know people didn't like it, but I enjoyed it.
Yeah, come on. It's just like with Wonder Woman 84. What's with this hate? And same thing with X-Men 3. I mean, I know it may not be perfect, but it doesn't deserve nearly the hate. And for what it was still pretty cool. Just like for me.
Yeah.
Joss Whedon Justice League. I thought it was a fun one, you know?
Yeah.
How do you go? Truth and justice. Well, it's a good thing I'm here. Oh, it's good. I believe in truth and justice. Or I forget how he said it when Superman went into the thing. Is well, I believe in truth and justice. You know, he said something like that, and then later on he goes off to rescue those bystanders. He comes back. This guy's still bothering you? And he helped out. Come on, that's badass. How can you not like Justice League? And even the Joss Whedon one. It's still a good film.
Yeah, there's just certain parts of it.
What do people?
Like I said, I was used to to Zack Snyder style, and there was a lot of scenes that were supposed to be in that movie that wasn't. They didn't make the movie that you saw in the trailer that you didn't see in the movie, which really, kind of, just like I said, and again that scene with Cyborg by the window, you know, he's looking outside, watching those kids play football because he can't come outside because he's Cyborg, and then he's actually you see him, he makes like a hologram of his football game, and he's watching himself play football. There's a lot of things that they didn't show, which obviously they got cut out because they rewrote the whole movie and stuff, so, but like I said, there's only, like I said, certain parts of that movie I like, but for the most part, I'm sorry, the Superman bits were, I'm sorry, that was not the fighting part, the part in the beginning. I still can't, that mustache thing really pisses me off.
You're really put off by the mustache, huh? That bothered you that much? Okay.
The other scene where when they resurrect Superman and Batman, and he repeats the line back to Batman about do you bleed? And you can see that again. You can see the horrible CGI, where they cover his mustache.
I don't know. Maybe they got me where I don't see it anymore. I wasn't focused on his upper lip. I just kind of looked at the overall scene.
You see, it's hard. Come on, man. And then the Flash falling on Wonder Woman. Come on, that was
that whole thing when they fought was great though. With when he looks at them, he goes, and then he does his X-ray vision, and he sees like the bones and stuff like that, and he's looking like he's not right. And he goes, "It's wrong."
Yeah,
he didn't come back right. He's like, that's right. That whole thing was great.
Yeah.
Oh, and then I'm saying, what are you doing? He can't control his cybernetics. He goes, no, don't do it. Yeah. He goes, oh boy, oh badass, come on. Oh, I love this. Great.
How Zack shot that scene, because I think it was supposed to take place. Didn't that scene take place in the daytime? in that version.
Yeah, yeah, and this is going to be at night. It looked
It
like.
be at night.
Yeah.
I mean, there's supposed to be like a tank. There's supposed to be also a where like Cyborg stops the tank from hitting a cop. He that's when
Wow.
he goes. You should, what do you say? You should watch or get out of the way or something like that. Where he blocks the tank. From,
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
but like I said, I want to see the way the way Zack.
Yeah.
Again, like I said, it's supposed to start at night, and
Yeah.
a little
Okay.
must be a little bit more to that than exact. That's yeah.
I'm going to be great with both. You know, I'm pretty sure I'm going to really love this Zack Snyder one. Like, hopefully, it will. Well, like you said, it will be like wide. And I'm just worried that because it was never made it into the full version, I was worried. I was worried that that the effects are going to look cheapy, like he did everything in post. But no, since you told me he already filmed it with that money and used real effects, so
they
that
$10 to finish the effect. Yeah, they gave him 70 million.
So it's going to look good still. So.
Yeah.
You know, I'm still gonna like a lot this one, the Joss Whedon one.
Top notch. And another thing which I loved about the trailer was that scene where you actually see them on Apocalypse. You see Darkseid, Desaad, and Granny Goodness. You see
who do you see? Darkseid and who? Desaad?
Desaad, that's his little minion.
Desaad?
Desaad, that's the guy with
the hood. Yeah, I was wondering. I don't. Was he in the cartoons ever?
Yeah, Desaad was in it. He's a little minion guy that. He's like the little sneaky guy that's a scientist. He's Darkseid's the scientist. Like,
okay.
And then you have Granny Goodness, you know, who's
Well, one person in Granny Goodness's roster I know, and I didn't see her in here. She wears like an S&M leather, and she's got a whip.
Yeah. She has three. She has like three girls that she's trained. I forgot the names of them, but I know there's one that stomps with the big foot.
Yeah, she's big. Yeah.
There's one with the whips, and then there's another one. Which I can't remember now, but I know there's three because usually you saw them in the Superman animated show.
Yeah, are they going to be in it?
Yeah, I don't know if they're going to show them, but I know they may show them. You never know; they'll briefly show them because it looks like the scene is on Apocalypse where just before Steppenwolf comes to Earth, where he's bowing down to his uncle.
Yeah, I saw that. It looked like he had lava dripping off him. I didn't get that, but
that looked kind of weird. But I don't know. That could have been a hologram. Like he's looking at a hologram, and he was, saying that Earth shall fall and stuff. This world, all that stuff. But it looks like I guess that's before he goes to Earth. He's telling, he's sending him to Earth, and then because I heard, this is what I heard that because you see it in one of the stills that Aquaman spears Steppenwolf with his trident, and then Wonder Woman cuts his head off.
Whoa!
And then the head goes through the boom tube, right? Goes through the boom tube, and it's supposed to land in front of Darkseid at his feet, and that's where he's supposed to crush it.
Yeah, I like that.
They're supposed to be able to see through the boom tube, and they can see Darkseid and Desaad and everybody else. They're supposed to be able to see because there's a shot. I saw a shot where you see them on I guess it looks like a bridge almost, where you see them like standing there, and the boom tube is opening up, and it looks like they're looking through it, and you're supposed to get a shot. That's when I think they see Darkseid, right? They actually see him, and I don't know if he's going to say something or like he'll be back or something, or he's coming to Earth or something like. But they're
going to fight Darkseid, right? You think?
Yes, because originally, like I said, they were supposed to go to Apocalypse to fight him. So I don't know if he's going to say I'll be back or something, or
I'll be back,
or something. Say something menacing, because they're looking at each other, and they just got through killing his uncle. They just got through killing his uncle and throwing his body back through the boom tube. So
this would be a whole new movie for sure. Yeah,
exactly.
Oh, God,
definitely going to see. Like I said, as far as cameos are concerned, like I said, I know they keep mentioning the Green Lantern thing. I don't know if they're going to actually do it. They keep hitting it around, saying that it's supposed to be maybe not. So I don't know if that's going to. But I know the Martian Manhunter thing is going to be in there. That's it. Because the actor already said he already filmed something for that. So, but I don't know about the Green Lantern. The Green Lantern thing, because everybody keeps saying no, it's not Ryan Reynolds. It's this other guy. But I don't know. Maybe you never know. But I'm definitely interested in this again. All the things that are going to be great. I just can't. I can't wait for this. I'm just beyond pumped. And I'm just going to keep watching other people's trailer. React. I'm going to watch your reaction, and then
I think we better end this though.
Yeah, we should. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Because I want to eat too. Yeah.
yeah. I gotta eat and I gotta take care of something. But
Thank you, Sammy. You upload this and then I'll download it and put it on my channel as well. Okay.
okay, well I don't have to upload it. It's perpetually. So once this ends, it's up there already.
Oh, okay.
So then you can download it whenever you want. And same goes for any of the hangouts that we've done. Go ahead and just download them, put them up on your channel.
And we definitely gonna do a hangout after this movie comes out.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh,
And
yeah.
and I guess real quick, just to end it off, for your final review or score of the Mutant, I personally would give it like an 8.5. That's me.
I would give it a 7. I enjoyed it. I thought it's enjoyable. It's not the best movie. I wanted more character development, but I enjoyed the actors. And Zach, I thought the actors did a great job. Okay,
Yeah.
you just need you need more character development on these characters. I like the actors. The actors can make a movie even if they have subpar material, but if you like the actors, it makes it enjoyable to watch. And I like all the actors in this. So,
and I thought they all acted admirably, and especially even Alice Braga.
Yeah, exactly. She's a good actress. I like her.
Yeah. Okay. So I will end it. Thanks so much, everyone, for watching, and thank you, Bryce Anderson, for participating and interacting and stuff. And again, if you guys haven't subscribed to Trey Passer, he'll comment or just do a search for Trey Passer, and I'll put the link to his channel down below, and just click on him, subscribe to him. It doesn't cost anything. So thanks, everyone.
And I'm gonna upload my. One other thing before we leave, Sammy.
Yeah.
I did my edited version of WandaVision.
Oh yeah. Okay.
But I also did. Remember, I think it was episode 4 that I uploaded before to YouTube. Where I played it, and then I cut out a couple of I edited it in iMovie, where I played a couple of like less than 10 seconds. Then I did it
blanked out, and then
So episode 4 I was able to upload it, and YouTube blocked it after Disney claimed it, and then I appealed it, and then it got through.
Okay.
I tried to do that with episode 5, but Disney blocked it, and they wouldn't. So I had to go back to the old way for episode 5. So episode 6, I have the edited version.
Okay.
Ready, but I have the edited version with on iMovie that I dropped out
intermittently
exactly. I'm gonna see if I'm gonna upload it now and see if it goes.
Okay. Well, see, I have my reaction for episode 6. It's already uploaded, but it's still in dispute. It probably won't appear until either sometime Monday or late Monday.
Yeah, they just it's like sometimes less than 2 days, right? Sometimes
or up to 2 days, for me.
So I'm gonna see if this one works, because what I did this time is I tried to make sure I didn't go longer than 10 seconds.
Yeah.
So that way it would fade out, and then that way hopefully maybe it can get past them. So I'll see what happens.
Get past. Yeah, Disney's.
It's their property. So
of course, yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm gonna end it. Thanks so much, Paul.
You're welcome.
See ya.
Bye.